I'm on the biggest market in Bogota, and I'll show you the uniqueness of this place that is like absolutely fascinating and pretty unique and has a lot to explore. We'll just start. I have some friends visiting. So we'll start with having some bites in the local cafes, and then we'll see what else can we find here. Once I had like cashew fruit that I tried, and yeah, a lot of unique tropical fruits here. Let's start with a tasty breakfast. These are buñuelos. It's this perfectly round cheese bread that they love in Colombia, and I love them too when they're fresh. And yeah, a lot of other different types of breads that are very common for Colombia. And this is an oatmeal drink that they also give you to try, and if you like it, you can buy more from those jars. It's very sweet.
We have a little bit of Colombian breads, where our breads are very different from, let's say, European breads, which are, let's say, more the sourdoughs, like these very tasty, healthy breads. These are a little bit more sweetish, a little bit different, but we use the ingredients we have in Colombia. We use a lot of yuca, we use plenty of different cheese, fresh cheese that we have. Here we have buñuelos, here we have pan de yucas, here we have one type of arepa. In Colombia we have dozens of types of arepas, 42 types of arepas. We have pan de bonos, and the idea is just to get them and try a bit of each other. Yeah, and that's where we start.
This is masato. It's like, I don't know how to explain this. It's kind of a very strong flavor. It's not yogurt, it's not the same sweet thing that they gave us before, but basically it is fermented corn drink. How curious is that? So yeah, part of the, let's say, exploration of the market can be that you start with a breakfast, get some energy, and start walking around and just looking at stuff, asking questions, and buying small batches of things to try. And let's get some weird fruits. Another slightly strange thing for me is that a lot of strawberries here just are like mainly green, and they kind of say there's like type, but I think they just take them out green. Another curious thing in Colombia that they call limes lemons, limon. So, and you barely can find yellow lemons, but these green ones are everywhere, and normally they are used for cooking and drinks, etc. Oranges are also like different types, and they also look green, and this is actually a different type, so, and they kind of taste more bitter, I would say.
Sopa o tostada, tengo la tostada también.
Very big beans that we eat around the region, and let's say they toast them. This is uncooked, this is how the bean looks. But now you can toast them and have just like a snack.
This is super tasty, like salty, kind of like tastes like nuts, but it's actually beans, so super good and it's super cheap and it's very local. So yeah, definitely I think to try in the market.
So these are also root vegetables. We really didn't like them that much back in the day. We were like it's cooked mainly on soups. You know, it's these ones. They cook them in soups, and I didn't like them back then. Nowadays, in the let's say top restaurants in Colombia, they're fermenting them, they're working with them, and getting some beautiful things out of them.
It's like a kind of similar to potato flavor.
Like a similar potato called malu that you boil or just cook as if you were cooking potato. This one is super interesting. Es tomate de árbol, ¿no es cierto? I've never eaten one like this, but she told me, yeah, of course you can bite it on. So we will try one.
Yeah, I think I've never eaten it as well, like just raw. So this is called tomate de árbol, like tomato tree, and well, it does look like tomato kind of inside, but it's very different. It is a fruit, it's like a bit sourish but soft, so it's not too sour or... Yeah, it's actually very good. And this is Lulo, a very unique Colombian fruit that's mainly used for juices because it's very sour. Give me one piece. This is Lulo, has a lot of seeds, and it's gonna be very sour.
It's actually
It's like a very acidic kiwi, I think. Wow. Usually they add a lot of sugar into like this juices, but you can actually eat it like this, but not too much. It's very acidic.
Have you ever tried that? Have you?
Yes.
No. She has. They have.
So this is Zapote, and it looks super orangey, and this is much more sweet. Yeah, like has a lot of fiber.
It reminds me of mango.
Reminds of mango a little bit, yeah. Very good. They also make juices out of it. Mainly on the coast, I think, but yeah, very cool. And there are also like different types of the Maracuya family fruit kind of thing. So this is Maracuya. It's also very acidic, mainly used for sauces, and but there is another relative of it. It's Gulupa, and I think it is a bit more sweet. Let's try that.
This is like the Amazon Maracuya. It's a little softer, a little sweeter than the Maracuya. Yeah, it is also beautiful.
So yeah, this is Mangostino. It's one of the favorite fruits that I have here also because it's super soft, sweet, like very gentle flavor. It doesn't appear all the time, so it has seasons, but when it does, it's just fantastic. They're usually bigger, but this one like, they gave us to try like the small version, and yeah, it has these like kind of garlic-looking parts, claws, and they're super juicy and sweet. It's just amazing. And this is guayava pera. I guess it's like a mixture between guayava and pear. It's super soft. I cannot say it has like very distinct intense flavor, but it's like, yeah, it's a softer version of guayaba if you've ever tried it. sort of a cucumber, but you cannot just eat it raw, I guess. Like once I tried it cooked, so that it had the filling inside baked. So there are many types of avocados actually. You can see the difference in color or the surface and type, and they all taste different. Another thing about the market is obviously the smell, not just like the noises and the visual part, but the smells that unfortunately I cannot transport through the video, but believe me, this is fascinating. And yeah, I'll have another episode of the herb market, the night herb market, so yeah, check my channel. But this one is also like, well, wonderful, and some rows like mine are fantastic, just super beautiful. So yeah, this is chirimoya, and you obviously do not eat the seeds, but yeah, that white part is super like sweet and has a very special flavor, as most of the tropical fruits that are uncommon maybe for most of us, but also one of our favorites actually. So yeah, this is chirimoya, this is anon. And this is the same like family, but it's guanabana, and it looks ginormous.
Yeah.
They are usually ginormous.
Wow.
And this is probably a different type of pineapple that comes from a different region. You see that the shape is like not usual. It has a different surface, so it should be like sweeter, because there are different types of pineapples. In Colombia they have like maybe 4 or 5, I don't remember. So we decided to buy this baby, and it costs 10,000 pesos, which at the moment is like $2 something, like yeah, 2.20 probably.
We go south, the Andes fall, and we come to the start of the Amazon basin. And before it gets jungly, we call it the Eastern Plains. And this pineapple, as you see, is almost green. But the pineapples in the Eastern Plains are much sweeter. They're almost white, and the core is almost non-existent. So literally, when you go to the llanos, I sometimes get a popsicle pineapple. So you get a little pineapple, they take all the skin, they leave this, you take it like this, and you eat it like a popsicle, and you don't leave a center because everything is sweet. Keep on our tour. The taste of Colombia.
The tour taste of Colombia. Yeah, the market is so big you won't even be able to see it all. But yeah, that's like we're kind of going through to different parts to have the main impression of the market itself.
That on Tuesday they have what they call the Chinese market. So this is all grown in Colombia because we have all weather and we can grow everything. And the Chinese community flocks here to buy all these things. And she says this is a Chinese cucumber that usually only Chinese buy.
This kind of experience is just fantastic. Yeah, we're missing the last part, the big hole here, the big hole. Look how crazy is that. Definitely go to markets whenever you're traveling to a new place, and especially like exotic places that you've never been before, and try to talk to people or eat local fruits, just explore the weird stuff, and yeah, you'll feel the atmosphere of the country much more. Don't forget to subscribe for more crazy stuff from Colombia. So the bonus part of this video is we found this cashew fruit. It's actually a cashew nut isn't here. They grow on trees and each fruit carries one nut, so maybe that's why I understand it's expensive. Why is it expensive? But yeah, you can try this fruit. Just be aware that it's very astringent, so it like dries out your mouth like crazy. But yeah, I think it's a good way to finish our market experience, and I'll give it to my friends to eat.
Most Colombians have never eaten this. And compared to the rest of the fruits on the market, this is super expensive.
This one that is very juicy and very ready. It doesn't dry out you that much, because the ones I tried before were extremely dry, but still you kind of feel this sensation in your mouth, and yeah, super interesting. But it's like sweet and fresh at the same time, with this like weird aftertaste of the dryness.
Super healthy.